Marketplace Chevy Player of the Year, Pleasant Grove quarterback Ben Harmon. Tim, you want to present him with the trophy?
Ben, on behalf of Marketplace Chevy and NBC6, I'd like to present you with this Player of the Year trophy.
Ben, senior season here at Pleasant Grove, now Player of the Year for us here. Just what has this season been like for you?
Yeah, it's been awesome. As a senior season, at an 11-1 record right now, I couldn't ask for much more. And our last year with the group of guys I've been playing with since Pee-wee, and we're doing really good. And I just couldn't ask for a better result from this year.
Start into the playoffs, get that first win. You and I talked when you won the Player of the Week. The goal for this team is the same, though, isn't it? It's to get all the way back to AT&T Stadium.
Yes, sir, no doubt. That's our main focus right now, but we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We got to take each week by week and, take every team just as serious as the others. So, it's going to be a process, but we're ready.
Coach Gibson, all throughout the season on the offensive side of the ball, there's been so many different skill players that have stepped up. The one constant has been your quarterback, Ben Harmon. What has he meant to this program over the last few years?
Yeah, he's been magnificent. He's a coach's dream, and I think over the last 3 years he has a 40-4 record with our program, or leading our program, and the last 2 years, like 51 touchdowns and 6 interceptions. It's just phenomenal. And those numbers they're awesome. The wins are awesome, but I think the most special thing about Ben is the type of leader he is and the type of teammate he is as many accolades as he's had. He's a selfless kiddo and would rather his teammates have success and our team have success than him be ellified, and I think that's the best part of Ben Harmon.
How much does that help as a coach to have that kind of a leader as a player?
I think it's a rarity, first of all, and then when you have it, it just permeates through your whole program. He's a role model for the team in that locker room. Our varsity guys, our JV and freshman kids look up to him, and our middle school kids do too, and then all the way through the elementary school. And everybody knows who Ben is, how he carries himself, and that's something to aspire to. And so we use him as an example a lot, like we do a lot of our players. But he's definitely a leader.
Ben, does that bring any pressure to you, knowing that all the little kids are looking up to you to make sure you stay out of trouble and you do all the right things on and off the field?
No, sir, not really. I love that because I was one of those kids, when I was younger, I was looking up to, Antonio Graves, Damian Watts, and those kind of players that play for PG. So I love it, and I take pride in it.
A few years ago, in the state championship run, Ben, just a sophomore, was just a kid back then. How have you seen him grow since he's been the starting quarterback here?
Yeah, that game, it showed who he was. He throws a touchdown the first play of the game, and you're like, wow, we got a special kid for the next 2 years. I think these past 2 years, just so much of more of a leadership role. He was playing with a lot of seniors that year, and he worked his tail off and to where they looked at him the same way they looked at each other. But he's basically become a coach on the field, and you'll see him at practice coaching up our second team quarterback, coaching up receivers, coaching up linemen, and that's what we feel like he is, an extra coach on the field. And it's awesome to have him out there.
Ben, congratulations on winning this award, and good luck here as the next few weeks unwind here at the playoffs.
Thank you.
Friday Night Blitz on NBC6. Friday Night Blitz on NBC6. Friday Night Blitz.